So welcome everyone to the Klangoo Fintech Challenge. We're really happy to have you today with us. So please introduce yourself in the chat and let us know where you're tuning in from. I'm currently tuning in from Lebanon. I think Jenny, hi, you're also tuning in from Lebanon. And hello, Eddie. So
hello, Lisa. Hello, everyone.
Thank you so much for joining. So Eddie, you're tuning from Canada. Is this correct?
Now I'm in Canada, yeah.
Great, great. So let us know in the chat where you're tuning in from and say hello. We're really excited to launch today the Klangoo Fintech Challenge. And this is a great chance for you to really maybe learning into practice and try to solve something related into the fintech industry. And today we also have with us the Klangoo team. As I mentioned, they are really pushing you to if you want to join this challenge, and you will know more about them and their API and how you can include the Klangoo API into the solutions to really build stuff that will help us and will help the community. So I'll start by introducing a bit Zaka. So I'm Larissa, I'm the co-founder and marketing lead at Zaka. And at Zaka, as you know, if you're already a part of the community, we are really focused on educating people in artificial intelligence, and we're really focused on the practical experience. And this is why in those challenges, we are challenging you to really put your learning into practice. And we are really happy that Klangoo is here also with us. They will tell us more about them. Please follow us on social media. We have a Klangoo team and a Zaka team. We will keep you updated with all the details about the challenge and the deadlines, so you don't miss them. And we'll share more details about the requirement after Eddie and Jenny will introduce us more to the Klangoo API and to the company. So Eddie, I think I'll share now your screen. If you can take the floor and introduce us more to Klangoo, this would be great.
Yeah, can you go back to the first slide, please?
Yes, sorry, 1 minute.
All right. So hello, everyone. We're really excited about this challenge in partnership with the Zaka team. Myself, I'm Eddie Touma. I'm the CEO of the company. We're a company based out of Hoboken, New Jersey. But we have also offices in many places, including in Lebanon, where Johnny is. Johnny is also a co-founder. He's the CTO of the company at the same time. We both come from a technical background, and Klangoo was built, and we started it in Silicon Valley. Actually, the name Klangoo means knowledge in language. So K stands for knowledge, lang for language, and it's a Silicon Valley thing. We thought like Google, Yahoo, let's try to make it as big as those guys and others. This is just a quick, look at our footprint. We have clients, all over the world, but major concentration in North America. We are funded by, IM Capital and MEVP, so major VCs. Can you skip to the next slide, please? We have clients in 5 continents, 16 countries currently. We raised more than $5 million, from VCs, as we mentioned, and our offices are in Hoboken and in Lebanon. Can you skip to the next one, please? Klangoo, in a nutshell, we are an AI company at heart. So really, we spent 10 years building NLP technology, so natural language processing technology, from scratch. We didn't use, any existing libraries or existing models or anything like that. We built, NLP from scratch. We started off as 3 students along with our professor. So myself, Johnny, another co-founder is Romeo, and another co-founder, which is the 4th, is Dr. Walid Saba, who was our professor at university. So this is how we started. We started with a challenge. We wanted to, build ourselves NLP technology. We wanted to solve problems in NLP, NLU. And then, we moved to creating a company. The biggest challenge that we really had is what you see in front of you right now. We wanted to be able to be language agnostic whenever we're processing text. So doing text processing on text. Plus, we wanted to be able to reach a point where we can even compare, text in different languages. And this is the biggest, test that we give any company that says, they have semantic technology or NLP technology in reality. Because if they are, language agnostic and they can really do such work of comparing text in different languages and getting you, how related they are, qualitatively or quantitatively, it means, in the back end, they don't really rely on just, statistical models and particular language and keywordese, what we call keywordese, so just bag of words. To put things in simple terms, we as a company, again, we use artificial intelligence as our key component. We have intellectual property that is patented, and we have used it until now, in news media, advertising, and human resources. Most probably, you have used us too. So if you've been on any of the news websites that we handle, thousands of users of news websites worldwide, you have used us without knowing it, because we don't have our logo. We are simply integrated in these news websites. Let's skip to the next one. To put it, in very technical terms now, what we really had to build are all of these, layers and the stack of building blocks in order to reach what we had in mind. So I showed you, the final product, which is comparing two texts in different languages and getting how related they are. How would we do that? How to get to that point? We had to, go through all of these. We had to build semantic networks, name base, and so on, and lots of algorithms. But in reality, let's skip to the next slide, please. Yeah, no. Yeah, this one. So in reality, whenever we're faced with text, the first thing that most companies do in text analysis is that they just recognize the main keywords in text, and then they start applying some algorithms, statistical algorithms, in order to find okay, this is what the text is all about. But no, we noticed that at least you have to start by understanding what each word means in this context, because words have lots of meanings. So word company, for example, here, whenever we do text processing using our engine, we identify that these two have different meanings. This is what we call semantic topics. But lots of companies do that, the semantic topics. They do word sense disambiguation, and they identify the meaning of words. But where we really went against the current is, can you click on the slide, please? Yeah, click more, please. Yeah. So what we really did here is that we, after identifying each word, what it means in context, then we merged them using algebraic methods. So we really use patented algebraic methods in order to mix and merge these two meanings. So insurance meaning alone, claim meaning alone, and then we have an insurance claim meaning. Why did we do that? Simply because whenever we discuss, whenever we're talking, we don't use just one word to describe something. If I wanted to say, for example, laptop, you have in your mind a very wide, or generic image of a laptop. But if I say Apple laptop, or if I say, Lenovo Core i7, whatever, then you would identify a particular thing in your mind. Even if I say, the former vice president of the United States of America, what was his name? Not Biden, Pence, Mike Pence. All of these words, I mentioned like 16 words. We can merge them, and really in our mind, we have a single picture, which is really Mike Pence's picture. This is the former vice president. So this is what we do. Word sense disambiguation. This is being defined in a better way. We identify for company insurance policy, for example, we understand automatically what's the first meaning of company, the insurance, and the policy. Here, by meaning 2, meaning 3, we mean, we have more than one meaning in our semantic network or our back-end dictionary. Okay, and then we form them into a single topic. This is done on the fly. This is in real time. So we are not limited in the number of topics that we can handle as a company and as a engine. Now, if we skip to the next one, the main challenge into creating again these phrases, combining them into a single topic, we wanted to be able to compare such sentences. So parallel universe, parallel algorithms, and multi-threaded computing. If you look at them just from a keywordese perspective, the first two are much more closer because they have 50% of their words in common, the word parallel, right? Versus if you look at them from a semantic point of view and from our understanding as humans, we know that parallel algorithms and multi-threaded computer are almost synonymous to each other. And therefore, this is what we wanted to be able to compare. We wanted, if you give us these two, phrases in different documents, we wanted to be able to tell you that these two documents are very similar because they have these main topics as, part of their key topics. Scroll down, please. So given a whole text now, if we look, one more up, please. Yeah, this one. So given I showed you one sentence, the company sentence or the company insurance topic. But if we look at a full text, so 500 words or whatever, we do full analysis on that text. We identify the meaning of one word. We identify, what are the key topics in the whole, text. You can read more about our patents and how we do that in more details. And then we reach a point where we have a semantic fingerprint for that document. Our semantic fingerprint is not related to words anymore because it's related to meanings. So climate change for us is this ID, and Barack Obama is another ID, and Donald Trump, and so on. So these are IDs that we have, of meanings in our semantic network. And for each of these, we give a score of how important it was in the text. This semantic fingerprint is what we call the aboutness of a piece of text. What we mean by that is really, if you were at school, you did, some text analysis, and they asked you, what's the meaning of that word in this context, and so on. This is exactly, or extract the key topics from this text to see if you really understood what the text is all about. This is what we did, but we did it programmatically and using NLP technology. So based on this fingerprint and based on this aboutness, now we can compare texts in different languages because we are no longer looking at the words themselves. We're looking at the full, these IDs, the meanings, and their scores. And for each of these, matches, we provide both a qualitative score and a quantitative score. By qualitative score, I mean, not related, somewhat related, related, and very related, or I think very related. Versus on the scoring end, we give you a score between 0 and 1. 0.32 apparently is in the range where it is somewhat related. So you can use both in your technology the way that you prefer. Can you skip to the next one, please? Okay, so again, whenever we can compare these two texts in different languages and give you the score, this is where we reach. This is the challenge, okay? This is the most important thing that we have accomplished after all. Skip to the next one, please. Okay, now if you want to test our technology, you can simply go to demo.klangoo.com. You can enter any text in any language that you know. You can click on the supported languages, this orange link that you see here, and then you can process, any document, get the summary, see the categories, see the entities, see the key topics, all of these with their meanings, the key topics with their meanings, the entities, so the names with their meanings, and so on. So this is, in short, what our company is all about. I want to stress here a couple of things. One is, our technology does not require training. So you don't need to train your models and, to get better precision. Our technology is based on both rule-based technology, rule-based paradigm, and machine learning. And therefore, we did the right combination of both in order to reach the best precision and recall and, measures possible in all of these different services that we provide. What you will get from our engine, and this is what you're going to use in your challenge, you can use these things that you are seeing. You can use categorization. You can use summarization. You can use identification of names, any type of names. We identify 40 plus high-level types of names. So, for example, people is a high-level type of name, and thousands of sub-levels. Under people, we have, for example, athletes. Under athletes, we have basketball players, and so on. So this is a hierarchy that we have of all names. And with key topics, you can have infinite number of key topics. Okay, but you always depend on the meaning of each word that is in this context and on the score of it. Something to make sure that you are understanding, to make sure that we are clear on that. No NLP technology and no AI technology is 100% accurate. So whenever you're building your technology, you have to make sure that you know and you expect to have not perfect solution. There is no perfect solution. Use any solution in the world. There is nothing called perfect in these AI solutions. On our side, we assure you, and this is our whole premise as a company, is that we have better technology in terms of accuracy on all of these fronts. Okay. In terms of performance, in terms of domain independence, training, and dynamic footprint, all of these, we have covered very well. Let's move to the quickly, Larissa, to the websites. I don't want to mention really. Can you click one more time? Yeah. If you want to see us in action, you can see, our website to see, all the media websites and how we work with them for audience engagement. Let's just show them this post-media slide, the brand safety, quickly.
Yeah, sorry. I was trying to unmute. Yes. So let's
just
see
this slide. Yeah. For a second, because I missed this one. Because also, I think, Johnny, we have the brand safety allowed, right, on the API, right?
Yes, we have it.
Yes. Okay. So in terms of brand safety, this is another functionality that you can use in the challenge, which is, there are 13 plus sensitive content categories. So what we mean by that, given any text, abortion is a sensitive content. So in advertising world, especially with the IAB, standards, they have identified these types of sensitive categories, and most advertisers do not want to associate with them, okay, for several reasons. So for example, death by transportation, if there is a car accident and some people died, you don't want to see next to it an advertisement for any type of car, right? So the car companies do not want to associate. And therefore, similarly, with the financial sector, any type of financial news or announcement or thing, you don't want to associate it with an article about, something sensitive in all cases, almost. And Facebook, for example, does not want to be associated with the online privacy and so on. So this is another thing that our engine does automatically. We automatically identify the sensitive content categories. You can use them to filter what you're showing in many cases. Let's go to quickly how how do you use this technology? How do you register to our technology? Comparison also between us and other engines. You can see it online. If you have questions, if you've used other technologies and you want to learn more, we will be on the Slack channel on the challenge, and we are ready to answer all your questions. And of course, you can chat with us on our website. We have 24/7 support. If you wanted to sign up, this link it will be on the Slack channel. This is to sign up to our API in general. So not only for this challenge, you can register using your email address, or you can, if you scroll down a little bit, you can also register using GitHub or Google. We will provide you with a promo code in this Slack after registration and after you are accepted to the challenge. You will be provided with a special promo code to have unlimited basically number of API calls during the challenge period. And later on, of course, if you win or part of the participation, you might have also such prizes. Here, if you don't have a company name, don't worry, enter your team name, and that's all we need for now, and you can register. So this is how you sign up. Now, documentation. We have a Zendesk link. It is available on our website. If you go to klangoo.com, you scroll to the bottom of the page, there is knowledge base. You can go to this, it would lead you to this page. Click on natural language API because we have different products. This is the product that you have to learn about. And we have also this link in the Slack channel again. Click on any of these, questions or categories, and then you can really read the full article about what our API, how does it work, and so on. And always you can chat with us also, as you can see. Last thing I want to mention here is so documentation, registration, documentation, and then the collab. You want to talk about this a little bit, Johnny?
Yes, sure. Thank you, Eddie.
Go ahead.
So as most of you guys probably use Python, so we prepared a collab file where you can get started with the Magnet API in an easy way. So in this example, in the first step, we say how you install the Klangoo client using a pip, as of course, you are used to use it. Then you import the library using the from Klangoo client import Magnet API client. Then the next step is you get the endpoint and the call for dashboard. After registration, you can find your API key that's called calc and secret key. You can grab it from there and enter it where it's written, enter your calc and enter your secret key. Next, you declare initial client that we have imported, and we give the parameters endpoint, calc, and secret. And now we are ready to execute the API. So in this case, we have a text, we have a language and format. So we enter any text that we want to process. We define the language, and we define the format. We have two formats supported, JSON or XML. So next step, in this case, we want to put the function document. Can you just scroll a little bit, please? Yeah, thank you. So we use the client to call the process document using by calling the parameters request includes text, language, and JSON. And in this case, we'll get the results in a JSON format that includes summary, key topics, entities, and categories. It's as simple as that. You can use it. We'll provide you with the link, and you can use it to get started immediately. Of course, if you have any question, you can reach us at Slack channel, where we are ready to answer any question you have.
Thanks, Johnny. One thing I want to also emphasize regarding, registration. So whenever you register, you're going to receive a confirmation email. Okay, so you need to check your email, check your junk email. Maybe you received it to the junk. Click on the confirm, and then you will be verified, and you will be accepted to use, the Klangoo API. And again, look for the promo code on the after registering your team, so that you can benefit from using much more than the limited free trial API calls. It's not very limited, 5,000 calls, but still you can get much more from that. Thanks, Larissa. I don't know if I took lots of time.
No, I think it's great. And thank you so much, Eddie and Johnny, for this introduction. I think with the Klangoo API, you made it so easy for people to really use the features that you've built, like categorization, summarization, or many more, so they can really build stuff. And I think currently we're focusing on the fintech topic. So I'll take it from there to introduce more the requirement of this challenge and how you can apply. So it's so simple. Please stay till the end to know all the details. And as Eddie just mentioned, we are following up with you on Slack channel. We have an open channel now. I'll tell you more about it. And all the links that we shared, you can find them in the down in the description, and we'll share them with you later on. So don't worry if you didn't manage to open any of those links. We'll share them with you. So just to recap, so as we mentioned, we're launching the Klangoo Fintech Challenge, and we're really excited for you to push you to use Fintech while using the NLP API that just Johnny and Eddie described. So you can realize that the topic is really general, and we kept it general for you to challenge yourself to try to be out of the box and try to really find solutions that you think think would be good to solve the fintech sector. So who can join to this challenge? We kept it also open to almost anyone who is really excited. So university students, working professionals, or even entrepreneurs or startups that already have products, and maybe they want to include an API that will make it easy for them to really solve their solutions or problems. So this, you can join here. And even if you already have a working, if you want prototype and you want to add with the Klangoo API, you can also join. So anyone can join this challenge. We have some requirements and we'll go over them now. As we mentioned, yes, go ahead, Eddie.
I wanted just to re-emphasize, again, that we wanted to keep it as open as possible. So don't worry, guys, about, what you have as a topic under this challenge. So really the fintech is very wide in terms of what you can do under it. These are some of the fields that you can go after. Anything related to these fields we will accept as a fintech possible project. And so present it, just send it to us, send us what you're looking to build, and maybe we help you in fine-tuning it to get it accepted in the fintech challenge, or we help you, or we give you different ideas in order to build it. But if you're really excited about building and being part of a challenge, this is your chance.
Yes, thank you, Eddie, for adding this. So just to reemphasize, like cryptocurrency, blockchain, trading, investing, etc. All those are just examples. Don't really just stick to those. Try to be out of the box. Try to check your solution. And the Klangoo team is really supportive. They will also help you on the Slack channel once you join the competition. So the participation criteria. Who can join and what is, if you want an acceptable team. So you can't join alone. You have to have or build a team from 2 to 4 members, and the team can be diverse, but you have to have one technical team member in the team. So you can be either from, if you want business background, marketing background, team up with another technical person and join the challenge. The technical team member is really important because at the end, this is a challenge where you need to really build model using the API, and you have to use the API in order to join the challenge and explain how you're using it, because this is at the end, the challenge that we're bringing you. So please stick to those criteria. They are too simple and anyone could join. As we mentioned, and as we always know, a lot of people join alone and they are like, how can I register? I'm alone, I can't join this challenge. But we've always got you covered here. And that's why we have an ideation channel for this challenge. So you can join the Slack channel. You can scan this promo code and you would directly join the Slack. Just try to find the open channel ideation Klangoo Fintech challenge, and you would directly join Zaka team, Klangoo team, and all the other participants from the region and globally who are really excited to team up and find and join this competition. So please don't feel that you're left alone if you don't have a team. We've always see in other competition team members that join, ideate with people that they don't know and really share their knowledge together, and it's a great experience. They also sometimes manage to win the competition. So please get excited and join. We really want you to show us what you can build. As for the timeline of this challenge, today is June 23. We're now in the kickoff and orientation, and you have 2 weeks until the registration deadline. Now we'll talk a little bit more about the form and what is the requirement and the questions that we'll ask you about. But you have 2 weeks. It's more than enough for you to try to think about a solution and try to fill the form and find the team. So join, as I mentioned, the Slack channel, and we'll get you all the details there. The final day, so after July 7th, the application would close, and you would all get the confirmation. So for example, if you registered now, you would get tomorrow your confirmation. So you can start from tomorrow if you want applying the solution that you're trying to do. And on July 19, you have to submit your final results. So from July 7 to July 19, of course, we'll have more sessions where you can interact with the Klangoo team, ask them questions, and try to iterate more your solution. And the final ceremony would happen online and on Zoom, and it will happen on July 23. Please, Jenny and Eddie, if you would like to add anything, let me know.
Yeah, so two things here that I want to, first I want to, I really advise everyone that is thinking of entering the challenge to do it as soon as possible, okay? Because again, as Larissa mentioned, you can get a head start over others if you get accepted, starting tomorrow. So send us your team name, send us what you, are looking to build, and then you get the approval, you get started immediately. 12 days from July 7th to July 19, it's not a big period, but that's my second point that I want to, emphasize on. You're not gonna really be building the full product. Okay, so don't worry about building a full product with all the interfaces, with everything. You're gonna build an MVP, a minimum viable product, something that, or less than a minimum viable product, even a proof of concept if you want a product. Just the basics so that we understand, how are you going to use our technology? What's the, challenge that you're solving? How you're gonna solve it? If you have, a very big premise, then take a subset of it, prove that you can do that, and then we will look at the big picture later on if you manage to develop the whole thing. So two things very important: register as soon as possible, and try to narrow down your product into a small, as little requirements as possible. MVP. Okay.
Yes, thank you, Eddie, for adding this. And I just want to mention, register as early as possible. This will help you get the confirmation and the free credits for the Klangoo API to use it. And that's why we want you to register as soon as possible. We already have some applications. It's great. We're sending from today or tomorrow the confirmation. So start applying. We already have a lot of people who are excited to join. Great. And please, if you have questions, ask them in the chat. We'll take them at the end, and we'll be answering all your questions. As for the application, it's really, really simple. You just have to bring 2 to 4 members, enter their information. You can scan also this QR code to get directly into the Google form. And then you would need to just find a team name, a team idea, and how you need to present us how you're including fintech into your solution and how you're using the Klangoo API in your solution. And you can check also the demo or also the explanation that Eddie did to really understand more how you want to include the API into your solution, or just try to ask us on Slack if you need more support, and we're here to ideate with you. Next, the final thing that I want to share now is a lot of people ask us why and maybe how they will benefit from this challenge. And here we really want to emphasize that we have a lot of advantage in this challenge, not only about you, if you want building a fintech solution, but you will also have all the support to build, if you want a new idea, while getting support from the team and while getting some exposure for your idea with some executives. Klangoo team is really supportive here. I'll keep it for Eddie to explain more, maybe the next step and how they can really benefit, because they really have a lot of advantage for you.
Yeah, thanks, Larissa. Look, I really, advise anyone who's looking for a challenge in general, and if you have some time to spend, whether you're a professional or university student, or you're currently on, retirement, this is a challenge that's really nice to get into. First, I participated in many challenges myself. I participated in the Imagine Cup of Microsoft. I won. I participated in many other challenges. I know you learn a lot about yourself first as a developer. You learn about building products yourself, because you're building something from scratch. You're learning about product market fit. Does it really fit in the fintech industry? Does it really solve a problem? You start thinking about different things, and then with the team members that you are building, you have great, usually interactions that you will forever forever. Believe me, remember, and you know, it's very exciting times. So this is one thing that you have to always remember whenever it comes to challenges. Now, you know, Larissa mentioned here or listed some of the things that you're getting. I can tell you, you know, two major things from our end. Other than, you know, interacting with our team, learning about NLP and APIs in general, learning about the fintech sector. These are all things that, you know, you will receive, and the certificate of participation. But really, you can let's not forget, you know, the $5,000 for the first prize, and other prizes for different participants. Uh, you can start with aiming at, you know, winning $5,000 with this challenge, but you can end up, you know, being hired by Klangoo if we see that you fit in our team or your idea fits within our roadmap. We can, or it's very innovative, we might you know, even get you hired for just that. Or you can start with $5,000 as your aim, and you know, with the VCs that we're going to have on the panels, you end up, you know, winning $5 million as a funding for your own startup and start, you know, your own company. So all of these things, you know, are opportunities that we're opening up using the FinTech Challenge. And really, we're hoping that you can make use of our technology in ways that we have never thought of. Impress us, guys.
Great. I hope you're all excited, because of course Zaka and Klangoo team are really excited for this challenge. And I want to just mention, and because we get a lot of people who really needs internship or jobs, and they are trying to search for it and try to really do their best to go over applications and send their CV. This is like an internship. You're trying to challenge yourself to build something, and a prototype that you can add to your profile, that you can really talk with people and chat with other people about it, is equivalent to maybe this internship that you're trying to really go over it. So join the challenge, try to improve yourself technically, try to really find this bond with other people and maybe do connections with experts. This will always be a lifetime experience that we will not, if you want, forget. So we're waiting for you, and we really can't wait to give this prize to the first team, even though this is not like the highlight of all the challenge, but this will also motivate some people to really join and to really continue with their idea if they are excited. Of course, we have also a second and third prize. We will announce it soon. So don't worry if you can't see it now, but we have like 3 top prizes. And at the end, we're all winning, of course. Yes, Ed.
And we're offering all, you know, the teams API calls after they finish the challenge also, of course, a major number, bigger than, you know, the trial ones. And, you know, one of the things that I really, as you were mentioning, people for looking for internship, you know, you'll in this challenge where, you know, you have direct access to our CTO, because he's handling, you know, some of these answers on the Slack channels along with our team. So this is a rare opportunity to talk to someone with this expertise in NLP and, you know, a potential internship or even hiring.
So now you have another challenge to really impress Johnny in this challenge. So please, guys, go over Johnny and try to interact with him and show him your technical skills.
More work for you, Johnny.
Great. So, and just to also add, of course, Zaka will be also offering some courses. So please stay updated with the news, and don't forget to follow us on social media. We'll be sharing all the details there. We'll take now some questions. So please ask your questions in the chat and we'll take them. And if you have any questions that is still not clear, go to community@zaka.ai and send us an email. And I'm pretty sure we're waiting to connect with everyone on social media. So can't wait to chat with you there. We'll take now the questions.